A media war on Putin and Russia, Stephen Kinnock.
Look, I spent 3 years living and working in Russia, and it has a special place in my heart. I think it's a wonderful country. I agree it's also a rough and tough country. Amazing people, culture, literature, history. It's a truly fascinating place. But I'm afraid the Russian people for centuries have been let down by their leaders. There is a tendency to authoritarianism, to despotic tendencies, to the state using fear to suppress its people. And those are just the facts of the matter. Clearly, Russia has changed enormously since the collapse of the Soviet Union. I don't think we are in a new Cold War. I think what we have far more is a very dangerous coalition of the security state and the mafia that are running the show. And I'm not always sure whether Mr. Putin is truly in control of what's happening in the Kremlin, or whether he's just a front man for all kinds of the deep state around him. Nobody really knows what's going on there, and that's part of the difficulty with all of this, because of course the lack of transparency is what breeds this constant sense that there's a hostile posture in Russia towards the West.
Before I bring in Margot Light, Dmitry Linnick, just respond to what Mr. Kinnock said.
Well, a lot of, I agree with a lot of that. There's a tradition that is difficult, but again, there's such a vast divide, well, such a gap between the oppression of Stalin, of Tsarism, and Russia today. I mean, these are two completely different countries that we need to speak about and be aware of that. So I give qualified support to what MP Kinnock just said.